All right, guys, we are live on Facebook. We're running just a little behind here, but I'm going to put up a timer. I'm going to kind of as a reminder, we're going to get started here in about 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. I'm going to put up a couple of songs, invite people. You guys on here, share this out to your teams. Share this out to your Facebook pages, and we're going to get started here in about 8 minutes. I'm going to play 2 songs, put up a timer. We've got some really good things going on today, so it's going to be a fantastic webinar. And I will see you guys here in just a few shortly.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered around his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air. Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Good Saturday, DeFi Nation, and I'll tell you what, our army of energizers, guys, is getting stronger by the minute. I cannot believe how fast our group is growing. It is, guys, it's growing by leaps and bounds. I think we grew by 100 people since yesterday, maybe more than that. So, man, this is going to be a special ride, and I'm very fortunate to have you guys all aboard. Very humbled, very honored that you guys are here today. You're going to learn about NRGY, you're going to learn about DeFi, and you're going to learn how you can profit. By the way, I should begin by introducing myself. My name is Dwayne, for those of you guys who don't know me. I live in Kansas, smack dab in the middle of Kansas. I do have a holding company, and my corporate offices are here in Kansas. And I've been really excited about NRGY. NRGY is not a company, though. NRGY is a community. The minute that the smart contract was deployed on the ecosystem, all control was relinquished and given to the community. This was deployed in the same fashion as, say, Bitcoin. So it's really exciting with what we have, because we together, guys, we are NRGY, all of us together, and we are DeFi Nation. So what is DeFi? Many of you guys have heard DeFi. Guys, over the coming years, you're going to hear DeFi this, DeFi that, DeFi. This will be the hottest growing market that you've probably seen in your lifetime. And I want you to think about that, because quite frankly, we've seen some big markets in our lifetime, a lot of us, right? We saw the .com boom, the age of the internet. That was huge, right? To see Yahoo and Google rise up, and people being able, and Facebook, and people being able to communicate like they've never been able to communicate before. Well, I'm here to tell you that experts are saying that the DeFi could be the biggest market that you guys see in 10 lifetimes, literally in a millennia. It's that big, okay? This really truly is the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. Biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. So what is DeFi? Well, DeFi is a play on words, okay? DeFi stands for decentralized finance. Decentralized finance. Are you adding people? Okay. We still got people coming in. Decentralized finance is what DeFi stands for. It's also a play on words. Why? Because we're defying the centralized banking system. We're defying the centralized banking system, and we're giving control back to the people. Now, the way I like to kind of summarize DeFi, guys, is, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and the dawn of cryptocurrency. It was really the first nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system. Why? Because it allowed people to be their own bank. You got to be your own bank. But people still needed banks. Why? Because they started to get loans. They started to get car loans and home loans and credit cards and all, real estate loans. Well, DeFi is totally changing that game. It's totally changing that game. So I'm here to tell you that if cryptocurrency, the dawn of cryptocurrency, was the first nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system, decentralized finance and DeFi will be the final nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system. How many people really like hearing that, guys? Giving the power back to the people. You got to see a show of hands. All right. So that's what DeFi Nation is about. And we've deployed this coin called NRGY that's really a special coin, guys. It really, truly is. And I believe it's going to help change a lot of lives. It's going to help change the world. And we all get to be part of that. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And by the way, if you're sending chats, I'm not going to be able to answer them till at the end, because it's hard enough for me to present while let alone look at chat while I do. So I want to go over here and I want to talk to you about the DeFi market. Okay, guys, this is NRGY. NRGY's been out for less than 4 weeks now. Less than 4 weeks. This is a coin that has went from a few dollars to up over $500 today. $500 today. It is amazing to see the growth. And guys, we anticipate, and I want to make this clear, there's no guarantees, in life, no guarantees in the market. But we anticipate, we truly believe that we're going to see this coin go into the thousands and on into the tens of thousands because of the way it is designed. But before I go into NRGY, I want you guys first to understand DeFi. I want you to understand decentralized finance and really how it works and what it means to you guys. So let me go ahead and refresh the screen here. And I'm going to really paint this picture for you. So many of you guys are familiar with the centralized market, right? The centralized market, you got the bid and you got the ask, okay? The bid and the ask. It doesn't matter what market you're in. It could be the crypto market, it could be the stock market, it could be commodities, Forex, futures. It doesn't matter what market. It all operates off of a bid and ask system. And it's done on speculation. And it's done with the centralized banking system providing liquidity. But the times are changing. So how does the current system work? Well, this is an exchange, for instance, okay? This is an order book. This would be the same thing on any exchange. It could be stocks, like I said, commodities, crypto. It doesn't really matter. You got these people in the green are wanting to buy, and these people in the red are wanting to sell, okay? This guy says, I'm going to buy for 47.7 cents. And this guy says, no, I want to sell for 47.8 cents. And if you hear, guys, if you hear background noise, I do have my kids here at the office with me too this morning. So somehow these guys meet in the middle, right? Either the buyers come up and they buy from the sellers, or the sellers come down and they sell to the buyers. And the market moves. This is how the traditional market works. It moves based on this bid and this ask. But DeFi is changing that game. And believe it or not, the DeFi model is actually quite easier to understand than the centralized model, as funny as that is. You'd think a new way would be harder to understand. It's not. It's not at all. What DeFi does is DeFi does not connect to you as a person. Okay, I want you to understand something. DeFi connects to your wallet. You see, in DeFi, Uniswap, for instance, and you've got other decentralized exchanges, there's no need for you to go create an account, go log in, go give up your privacy, get question out the yin yang, all those things that you're accustomed to. Where did you get your money? How are you spending your money? You don't have to deal with that anymore because DeFi is changing that game. You see, instead of you creating an account and logging in, you just connect your wallet. It's as simple as that. You basically just opening up your wallet and connecting it to the system. And then either you're swapping dollars for coins or coins for dollars. So how does this work? Our particular coin, guys, pairs up with USDC. Other coins will pair with Ethereum. There's different currencies that they'll pair with. But we pair up with USDC. USDC is the most stable of the stable coins. Every USDC is worth $1, okay? US dollar coin by Circle is what USDC stands for. And the reason we pair up with USDC is because if the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum comes down, it has no bearing on our particular coin. No bearing at all. In fact, when the crypto market was pounding down, our coin was actually pounding up. It was going up. So how does this system work? How does this DeFi, decentralized finance system work? And by the way, we still have people coming in. So how this works is I want you to look at this like a cookie jar, okay? Like a cookie jar. This is my simple analogy that I'm going to give you. So this is really a cookie jar. And what you can do with this cookie jar is you've got this liquidity. The liquidity is not backed up by the centralized banking system. It's backed up by the people, okay? DeFi is giving people the opportunity to capitalize instead of the centralized banking system, the opportunity to capitalize. So you got this liquidity pool, and this is your cookie jar. Let's say I want to buy coins. I would simply connect my wallet And I would reach into that cookie jar and I would pull out coins and I would put in dollars. Okay. I would put the dollars from my wallet into the cookie jar. I'd take the coins out and put them into my wallet. It's that simple. Well, what's that do? Now you've got more dollars, less coins, less supply. So the price goes up. If I want to sell, it's opposite. I swap coins, I should say, for dollars. So I reach in that cookie jar, I pull out the dollars right into my wallet, and I deposit the coins. I put the coins right into the cookie jar. And for doing this, now there's less dollars, but more coins, more supply, and the price goes down. Okay. It's really quite that simple, guys. You're either swapping coins for dollars or dollars for coins. And you're just simply connecting your wallet, and you've got this liquidity pool that is basically a cookie jar. And you're just reaching in there and you're putting in dollars and pulling out coins, or you're putting in coins and pulling out dollars. Pretty simple concept, right? Believe it or not, it's a lot easier than our current model. But there's another option. And if you see up here in the corner of the screen, you see this add liquidity button? I'm circling that. There's an add liquidity button. And what that allows people to do is be liquidity providers. So instead of the banks being a liquidity provider, the people, the community gets to be the liquidity provider. So what happens is we add an equal amount of dollars and an equal amount of coins. Liquidity providers do, I should say, not we, but anybody who wants to be a liquidity provider. They add an equal amount of USDC and an equal amount of NRGY. And what they do is they put that into the liquidity pool. Doesn't affect the price any, they're just simply supplying liquidity. Now what happens is as the price goes up, the amount of coins that you have go down and your dollars go up. As the price goes down, the amount of coins that you have go up and your dollars go down. And so it kind of floats, it fluctuates, right? Price goes up, more dollars, less coins. Price goes down, more coins, less dollars. But for providing that liquidity, these fees, these trading fees from people swapping in and out of, changing currencies, basically swapping in and out of dollars and coins, you get a share in those fees. And your share of those fees is dependent on your percentage of that liquidity pool. So if you have 1% of that liquidity pool, you're going to get 1% of those fees. If you have 5%, you're going to get 5%. 10%, you're going to get 10% of those fees. So whatever your percentage is of that liquidity pool determines the percentage of fees that you get. And it's pretty cool because liquidity providers, they can actually get the increase of the coin, increase their dollars, but at the same time, they can increase the fees. And if the price does go down, guess what? They just get more coins for when it goes back up. Now they have more coins, less dollars, and then it fluctuates. And this is how liquidity providers make money. So you've got three options in DeFi. You can either buy, you swap your dollars for coins. You can sell, you can swap your coins for dollars, or you can provide liquidity. And guys, it really is that simple. That's what DeFi boils down to. Now, this coin, NRGY, what makes it so special? Well, guys, there's a number of things that make this coin special. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to my business partner here, and he's going to give you kind of a rundown on what makes NRGY so special and why we believe that this coin could potentially go into the thousands and on into the tens of thousands. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but guys, we have a shot. We have a shot at really competing with Bitcoin with what we have. This coin has a more limited supply. It's the first coin from inception that's backed by real liquidity. Even Bitcoin doesn't have that. You say, well, Bitcoin's worth this much money. Well, Bitcoin is traded on speculation. Nobody knows the liquidity that backs Bitcoin. That 58,000 or whatever it's at today, that's just the price that somebody's willing to pay. But if there's no buyers there to pay that price, guess what happens? The price comes down. In the DeFi market, it's based on a liquidity pool. It's not dependent on a buyer being there to purchase it at that price. This is a much different model. And this is the first coin from inception that is backed by real liquidity. So more limited supply in Bitcoin, backed by real liquidity. And guys, quite frankly, with our community builder application, which you're going to hear about, and I should say DApplication, it's a decentralized app. It's a better way of being able to get the word out about energy and grow our community. I mean, we've really created something special here. And then you couple that with all the apps, the dApps that are coming out upon energy. One of the dApps is going to allow people to transact cryptocurrency with zero fees, with no fees within the energy ecosystem. And that's huge, guys. It's also going to allow people to lock in their dollars without actually selling into dollars. So we've got some really cool dApps that are coming out. What energy, the use case of energy. I want to let you guys know this, and then I'm going to turn it over to Alan. But guys, energy is really a financial system, and it's the dApp store, decentralized application store. Okay, it's basically the app store of DeFi, decentralized finance. What do I mean by that? Well, you look at your phone, your iPhone or whatever you have, your Android, and you go to the app store, right? You got all these different apps. You've got financial apps. You've got games. You've got health apps. You've got all these different apps, right? And they offer products and services. Well, the apps upon energy will be decentralized apps. And there'll be everything from financial apps to games to you name it. And so the revenues of these different apps, 80% will go to the app developer, the dApp developer, and 20% goes back to the community who stakes energy. So right now there's a huge opportunity for you to stake energy, share in that different dApp revenue that's coming in through the ecosystem. And guys, we are in week 4 right now. This coin will mint for 100 weeks. So you're able to participate in the minting by staking coins. And so for 100 weeks total, and like I said, we're in week 4, you get to mint that coin week after week after week if you stake. You get to participate in the minting, and you get to share in that dApp revenue, and you get to share in this ecosystem. And guys, this is an extremely limited supply. Energy is extremely valuable for a few different reasons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Alan, and Alan's going to tell you what those reasons are that energy, why it is so valuable. So Alan, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to you.
Okay, thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, everybody, for spending your Saturday together here, building our community and learning more about DeFi and how it's going to affect and change the lives of billions of people globally. And we're playing a role in that change by the creation of NRGY, which is a DeFi financial system. It's not just a coin, okay? It's a financial system. I'll explain to you a little more about what makes a financial system and what makes NRGY the leader right now in the DeFi space. First of all, the NRGY is the first digital asset which from its inception, every single holder has added capital directly into the liquidity pool on Uniswap that backs its value. That's correct. All of the purchases, all the transactions, all the capital that when people come in and purchase NRGY, that capital is put into a liquidity pool. Super important. There's no influencer giveaway. There was no developer share or special cut, just like Satoshi Nakamoto, when he first started, he didn't take, or the group or whoever it may have been, didn't take a developer share. There's no pre-mine of 25 billion coins sitting out there that was given to certain people. This is designed to be the most equitable, the fairest deal in DeFi, and a completely decentralized, even more decentralized than Bitcoin. And why do I say that? Because even in Bitcoin, which has been ruled to be sufficiently decentralized. They're miners. The miners control the software. The software could be changed at any point if the group of miners get together and decide to change that. And so what was one of the principal parts of NRGY was to make the code final. This code is not owned by anybody. It's a service on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a service on IPFS. And so once again, there's even the hardware miners on Bitcoin. The guys are running the mining rigs. They get a built-in price advantage over other people. And they get to set by, effectively when they make that investment and they have the know-how and expertise, they get a price advantage. Well, this does not take place in NRGY. People that stake NRGY stake it in a contract that mines or mints our coins. This doesn't require you to have a miner or special software. It simply is a matter of joining the market maker staking contract, which nobody owns or controls. So once again, the economics, the fairness of this financial system is a recipe for a deeply liquid and popular financial asset. The second innovation I want to share with you is the fact that the new supply of NRGY is controlled in a way that it's always proportional to the amount of capital that goes into the system. Unlike practically every other DeFi project out there, most of them, every time you use their service or employ capital in their service, they print reward tokens and they count those reward tokens as part of the yield. And that is not necessarily proportional to the amount of capital that goes into the system. And so with NRGY, the supply is completely and totally dependent. The future supply, how many coins will be minted, depends on how many coins go into the market making staking contract this week and next week. And based on that, a future reward is determined by the smart contract. And that's what's given to and shared by everybody who is in the market making staking pool. So that means that the more capital into the system, more supply. The more growth, more supply. And that means that the supply is elastic. It's also can't be manipulated. And it makes it fair. Now, the third important point is the fact this is the first DeFi app that's really hosted on the interplanetary file system. It's not hosted on a central server somewhere. There's no company or staff of people behind this. It's purely a decentralized project. That makes it better, quite frankly, because it makes the app unstoppable. There are no central servers to maintain or that can fail. And so NRGY becomes a service of the community, for the community, not for a centralized group of people to profit from. The fourth element, and this is the exciting part, and as Dwayne had mentioned, we all can look at our phones today and we see the apps from these different centralized companies. And we look at it, and these are the biggest companies in the world. They're billions and billions and billions of dollars, and hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue and value, and it's sitting right on our phone. Well, DeFi is coming, and apps for DeFi, which are called dApps, are going to be just as big and even more popular because they're going to be less expensive. And more importantly, NRGY has an ecosystem built that lets every person in the market maker staking contract that has at least 25 coins to share in the dApp revenues of these new dApps. And developers are interested in developing and are developing for NRGY. Why? Because they're getting into and all of us are getting into the earliest growth stage of NRGY. We're not getting into, we're in the earliest growth stage of DeFi. It's very similar to, like 2015, 16, when you come on coinmarketcap, there was maybe 100 or 200.
And I'm working on trying to get a consultant.
But today, there's 3, 4, 5,000. If you look on DeFi today, there's less than 200 projects out there. And quite frankly, we're not even at the public launch yet. We are pre-launch public. We're privately, building our community up. We're building our beautiful front end and getting ready on April 1st to announce our first dApps that are going to be available. We're adding services and we're building our community. And so it's a great time to be part of NRGY. And so just a few of these apps. These are financial trading apps. These are games. These are anything you can imagine. And the great part is a lot of the people in our community are right now organizing. We're bringing developers in independently, and they're developing apps, and they're part of the process of developing apps. I have several meetings this week with different groups. It's amazing the innovation and ideas people have. And we have the structure and infrastructure to make those ideas happen. Any one of them could be blockbuster, huge revenues. And once again, rather than those revenues being shared by Google Play Store, Apple Play Store, instead, those revenues are shared. The hosting revenues from our network get shared with all of us, the community of NRGY. So once again, these are not 4 separate innovations, right? First, let me in review. First digital asset was from inception. All of the capital goes directly into liquidity pool. No giveaways, no developer share. We're in the Satoshi Nakamoto vision of a purely decentralized ecosystem and financial system, unlike anything else that's on DeFi. 2, limited, very limited supply, very elastic. There's no bunch of coins being printed up it's all proportional to the capital that comes into the system. 3rd, first DeFi app where you don't have a central company. It's all purely based on a decentralized system, both hosting and on the Ethereum blockchain, and no one owns the contract. And the fourth, is the ecosystem for dApps, which is coming. And we are basically in the forefront of developing that ecosystem and capitalizing on it. So these 4 separate innovations are one integrated and powerful financial system. Oops, excuse me. I apologize. Okay, so, sorry, let me get my phone off here. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I just want to make a couple other notes, important facets about it. Our staking contract is not just a staking contract. It's one of the few where there's limits to how much can be staked each week. Right now is the fastest growth part. These first 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 weeks, the most amount of staking can take place. And that's why, like this week, I think the return this week in future minted is going to be over 12% for this week alone in the next 3 weeks. So it's really exciting. That will pare down over time. It'll become more limited, and there will be there's a hard limit, targeted growth of 4% growth in new coins per week. Still offers a fantastic return, and there's compounding available. If you hold and you stake and you hold for the entire 30-day period, you do get compounding on your yield. And so it offers just enormous growth potential, opportunity for growth through dApps. And we're super excited about it. I think in terms of, well, where are we? It's $500. I mean, I want to buy something that's 5 cents. Well, look at it from this perspective. Our liquidity is very, very low right now. As our liquidity and the amount of capital goes in the system grows, you will see a commensurate and proportional increase in value of the coin. This coin, based on, and many DeFi coins trade at 20, 10, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Once DeFi app revenues, dApp revenues come in, institutions could value this coin at enormous multiples. So we have a huge, huge upside potential. We're just beginning. We have a great opportunity for all of you. We are here to answer questions, and I want to thank you all for your time. Dwayne?
All right, guys. So some exciting times. You know, NRGY is probably one of the most valuable, I'm not going to say probably, it is one of the most valuable DeFis. I mean, think about that. Think about a few things. This thing only produces a reward if new liquidity comes into the market maker staking contract. With a lot of DeFi coins out there, they just keep producing this reward. The problem is it's kind of what I call BS yield. It's a BS yield, because if you're printing more money, all you're doing, and you don't have liquidity coming in, all you're doing is really really devaluing your coin. NRGY only produces a reward when new liquidity enters into the market maker staking. That's huge. You know, the first coin that's ever from inception been backed by real liquidity. That's big. The fact that this coin was deployed in the exact same way as Satoshi Nakamoto deployed Bitcoin, that's huge. And then you've got the interplanetary file system. Guys, the minute that this was deployed, the smart contract was deployed, all control was relinquished. It was given to the company. Everybody that has coins directly put liquidity into the liquidity pool. And then to top it all off, you're on the IPFS. It is totally unstoppable. You don't have to worry about some centralized server, the plug being pulled on some centralized server, because the IPFS is basically peer-to-peer data storage. And guys, it's very secure and it's lightning fast. It is the new technology of the internet, not hosted it on a centralized server. Domain name isn't even registered to a centralized entity. And that is really, really big as well. So guys, one last point I want to make, and hold on just a second, because I got my son, Bobby, you want to take him. One last point that I want to make is you are not giving your money to a company. You truly have full control over your own funds. That's big. Guys, your money is going into a liquidity pool or into a staking pool in the form of a smart contract. And you can withdraw that smart contract, whatever value it has, you can withdraw it at any time. You literally have full control of your funds. I can't stress that enough. There's no need for you guys to do KYC or give up any of your privacy. And this is really huge. This is probably the biggest point I want you to take away from this. And this is what gives NRGY a lot of value. You are not at the mercy of any company, any centralized exchange, or any government. Let me repeat that. You're not at the mercy, for once, you're not at the mercy of any company, any centralized exchange, or any government. Guys, that is big. That's really, really big. So my only question to you, of course, guys, people are flocking to this. And my only question for you is, are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to get energized? So let's talk about how you can profit. We've got this cool dApp, this dApp called Community Builder. And it's really the first dApp upon NRGY. And what this dApp allows us to do is grow the community. You can stake the coin and you can earn from the staking and the minting of the coin and the different dApps that are being built upon this ecosystem. You can share in those revenues, but you can also get rewarded for building the community. And guys, quite frankly, this is the best dApp that I've ever seen to get the word out about a coin and build a community very quickly. I mean, guys, look at our DeFi Nation group. Look how quickly it's growing. Look at the number of wallets that are holding NRGY. I mean, they grow day by day by day by day. And, you know, this coin just recently, we had a surge up. We had a nice pullback and an immediate surge back up. I think we're on our way back up to over 1,000 here pretty soon. So let's talk about this Community Builder dApp and how it works. So this is the dApp, guys. This is Community Builder. If you notice the dApp, the website, kind of a funky website, okay? That's because it's on the IPFS, the interplanetary file system. It's not hosted with a centralized server. Now, people say, well, how do I create an account? How do I log in? You don't do any of that. This is the beauty of what we have. This connects directly to your wallet. What you do is you get MetaMask. And guys, I'll show you how to do that. It is completely free to get MetaMask. Doesn't take but a few minutes if you don't have MetaMask. It's really easy to do. And then you just simply connect your wallet. Just like this, you hit the connect wallet button. And guys, it is lightning fast, lightning fast. Now, what will happen is once you do your, you you do your first stake, okay, of NRGY, you're going to get a link that's going to show up here that you can copy and paste and you can share with others. And that link is not associated with you, it's associated with your wallet. That link does not connect with you as a person, it connects with your wallet. So here's how the Community Builder DApp works. So you can either stake, okay? You can either stake NRGY, or I should say Ethereum, NRGY, or USDC. And when you stake, this will immediately, okay, it'll immediately go to this Uniswap pool. It'll deposit the liquidity in the pool through a smart contract, and it'll pull out the coins into the staking contract. It does that all automatically. And guys, this is totally transparent. This is the most transparent thing that you will ever see in your lives. You can see a record of every single transaction that comes through. You can even go to their wallets and see how much money they have in their wallets. There was a wallet on here that transacted. I looked, a wallet that transacted has over $258 million in it. I was pretty blown away. I was like, holy smoke, somebody's buying NRGY that has over $250 million in their wallet. But you can see all that, guys. Everything is as transparent as you can get. Why? Because this isn't a company. It's an ecosystem. It's a community. You don't have to question where money's going or what's happening. You just can't get any more transparent than this. It's a beautiful thing. So most people will stake with Ethereum. Now, when you stake with Ethereum, I want to let you know that you're going to pay the gas fee to do so. And the gas fees are going to be, guys, gas fees for Ethereum are a little higher. Ethereum does have the best smart contracts though. So you're going to probably spend anywhere from $200 to $250 for the gas fee. Just be prepared for that. Okay. That's a one-time, you send that into staking, but of course you have that gas fee anytime that you stake coins. And it doesn't matter if you're staking one coin or you're staking 1,000 coins. It really doesn't matter. The gas fee is what the gas fee is. So just know that you're going to have about a $200 to $250 gas fee to send them into staking. That being said, most people like to get a good bang for their buck and, send in as many as they can into staking. So if you stake with Ethereum, it's going to go purchase the coin from Uniswap, deposit the funds there in the liquidity pool, and it'll enter those into a staking contract. When you stake, I want to make this really clear. You get 75% of your value. So you really have two options. You can go to Uniswap and you can purchase the coin right on Uniswap. You can hold them in your wallet and you have 100% of the coins. However, you have no opportunity to multiply them. You're just holding the coins. When you stake, you're getting 75% of your value. The other 25% is going to the community builders. Okay. Why? We want to reward the community for building this coin. It's really important. The more we grow the community, the more valuable the coin becomes. And of course, that's what we want, right? That's what we all want. So I tell people, don't look at that like I'm giving up 25%. No, that's really just going as advertising in a way. It's going to grow the community. But what you get back through staking, why do you want to stake instead of just simply hold? You're going to be able to multiply your coins. So that 25% that goes to the community, you're able to make that back really quickly through staking, through minting of the coin. And then of course the dApps that are coming on to be able to share in those revenues. People that are staking right now, conservatively, they're going to get probably about a 4 to 5 time increase on their coins. So of course, when people hear that, they say, you know what? I want to multiply my coins. I have no problem getting 75% of the value in staking. Let's grow the community. I'll share 25% with the community, and I'm going to get those rewards back and much, much, much more through staking. Okay. So we're going to talk about that too. Once you stake, you're now a community builder. So you can be rewarded for growing the community as well. You can be rewarded. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. And you get a link. You get a link that connects to your wallet. Each week, there is a limited amount of coins that can be staked, guys. A limited amount. This has real finite numbers, real parameters around it. It's a sustainable ecosystem. It is a greater than zero sum game, and that's really important to have a finite numbers. And so there's a limited amount that can go into staking each week. If this amount is not met, the end of the week, guys, is every Saturday. So Saturday, today at 3:35 p.m. Eastern time, the current week will end. If these coins are not met, they will roll over into next week. If they're not all the staking coins, if they're not all filled, they'll roll over into next week. Okay. If they are filled, if this goes to zero any week, and it has went to zero here a couple of weeks ago, if it goes to zero, we have a queue down here at the bottom. So you will go into the queue. And by the way, if you invite somebody, you're going to get paid for them right away. You don't have to wait until they actually go into the staking, but you'll go into the queue and it'll put you in the best available spot for staking. So if you don't get in on the current week, it'll put you into staking the following week. If this goes to zero for the number of coins remaining available to be staked for the week. And that's how the staking works. So there is a finite amount of coins that can be staked each week. You're going to see your staked energy. You're going to see all these good things. You're going to see what you're earning and whatnot. And guys, this week's reward is really, really good. If you get staked before 3:35 p.m. today, Eastern time, you're going to be able to share in the whole week's worth of rewards. It would be just like you getting involved on Sunday. You're going to be able to get this week's rewards. And I think this week's rewards are right now, right around 15%. Alan, is that right? Right around 15, give or take some. That's
right now it looks, that's the beautiful part about it also, is that you're constantly, the moment you stake, it shows you what you're going to receive for this week's reward. And I think it's somewhere around 14, 15, it's over 15%.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful part. Then that actually will drop sometime after 4 p.m. today, right? Yeah. And then you'll see next week's calculator. And the rewards are calculated from the previous weeks. When people staked NRGY, it generated these future rewards. And so by joining the staking contract, you get to participate in that. Yep. So it's fair. It's like we're not just rewarding people that got in early. You're going to be able to participate and get the rewards just the same way that someone got in earlier. And that's the inherent, one of the many facets of fairness that we built into the system. We want it to be fair for everybody.
Exactly. So if you get in before 3:35 today, you're going to get a share in this previous week's rewards. And guys, the staking rewards are the best that they will ever be in the first few weeks. Once we get through the first few weeks, the staking reward will be up to 4% a week compounded, which is still incredible. That means however many coins you have in staking, you can make up to 4% a week compounded on those coins. And keep in mind, guys, this only mints for 100 weeks. Right now we're in week 4. After 100 weeks, anybody with at least 25 coins staked in their wallet, they will share in the DApp revenues. 20% of all those different DApps, the revenues that come in, go to the stakeholders who have at least 25 coins in their wallet. So that's how the staking works. You do have these builder rewards though, and these are what are fun, guys. These are really, really fun because once you stake, you're going to get this link and you're going to be able to share it. Your link is going to show up right here. Let me grab my drawing tools. It's going to show up right here. And there'll be a big copy button right here. Copy. So you can copy the link and you can share it with others. I'm not logged into my regular link. I don't do that on live presentations. So this is just a test, a sample to be able to show you guys. But you will get this link that you can share with other people. Guys, this is not MLM. This is a two-tier system. Two-tier. Anybody that you directly invite, you're going to get 15% of the energy that they stake. Anybody that they invite, you're going to get 10%. So anybody you personally invite, 15% of the energy they stake. Anybody that those people invite, you're going to get 10% of the energy that they stake. Okay. That's going to go, that's going to be paid directly into your wallet. You do not request a withdrawal. You don't have to do that. That is paid directly into your wallet. And an interesting note, guys, this isn't like other systems where you have to wonder where the money's coming from. Where's that 1% or 2% a day or whatever they're paying out? Where's that money coming from? This is so incredibly clean, and it is unbelievably simple and totally transparent. Everybody knows that the 25% comes right off the top that people stake. So 15% on tier 1, 10% on tier 2. It's that simple. If you invite somebody who stakes 10 energy, you're at 15% of 10, you're going to get 1.5 energy. If they stake 100 energy, 15% of 100 is 15. You're going to get 15 energy. If they invite somebody who stakes 10 energy, 10% of 10 would be 1 energy. If they invite somebody who stakes 100 energy, 10% of 100 would be 10 energy. So it's that simple. You're paid in the energy, and it goes directly into your wallet for helping the community grow. And guys, we've had some people that are just growing the community that have made some incredible money. Incredible money. Guys, I'm talking about 6 figures upwards very quickly. So you have the opportunity to not only stake and just earn rewards from your own staking, but you can also help grow the community and earn a substantial amount as well. And this is the community builder application, decentralized application, and it's pretty incredible. This is the best. As you use the term, right? The term you've heard, we just created a better mousetrap. When people say, hey, I've got this new invention. Guys, this is just a better mousetrap at being able to get the word out and grow a community on a coin. I mean, this is really incredible what we have, that you have people, if they just want to stake and they just want to earn from their staking, they can do that. We have, if they want to go and invite other people, they have that option. They can do that as well. And this is what DeFi Nation is about. This is what NRGY is about. It's about growing this community that we have, because the community is truly what makes any coin valuable. Listen to what I said. What makes any coin valuable, any stock, anything, okay, is the community of people. And quite frankly, we're going to grow. We're going to grow by leaps and bounds, and you can earn a substantial amount. So what I encourage you to do is get involved with NRGY. How are you going to get involved with NRGY? You're going to get to the person that you heard about this from, and you're going to ask them for a link. Ask them for a link. They're going to give you their link, and you're just going to connect your wallet. 2 things that you're going to need to do, okay? You're going to need to get a MetaMask wallet. How do you get MetaMask if you don't have it? It's really simple. You go to metamask.io, okay? Somebody put that in chat for me, metamask.io. Please, somebody. Metamask.io, okay? You're going to go to this download button. You're going to download it. You can download it to your computer or your phone. Guys, our mobile version we are working on, so make sure that you stake from your computer. You want to download this to your Google Chrome. And
Dwayne, it does work on mobile, but you have to access it through the MetaMask browser, and you can actually bring up a YouTube on that if you want to use your mobile phone. So it does work on mobile, but you have to do it through MetaMask.
Through the MetaMask browser and not the application itself. I gotcha. Okay. So the easiest way I tell people is, if you have a computer or a laptop, you can do it from your computer or laptop. If not, if all you have is a phone, you can do it from the MetaMask browser and not the actual MetaMask app itself. But you're going to download MetaMask. And once you download MetaMask, you're going to follow the prompts. You're going to write down your seed phrase. Make sure you keep that in a safe place in case you have to recover your wallet. And then what you're going to see is you're going to see this fox show up on your Google Chrome. Google Chrome, guys. You want Google Chrome. See this fox? That is your MetaMask. And once you have your MetaMask, you're going to need to get Ethereum in your MetaMask. Where can you get Ethereum? I tell people the best place to go get Ethereum is a place called crypto.com. And the reason I say it's the best place because I've had people who have never purchased cryptocurrency a day in their life, and within 10, 15 minutes, they have thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency. So I know people that have used that service and got their Ethereum really simple. How do you get crypto.com? In the App Store on your phone, okay? Whether it's you have an Android or an iPhone, just search for crypto.com, download the app. You have to take the selfie and do those things. And then you just simply link it to your bank account or put in your debit card, and bada bing, bada boom, you have Ethereum. From there, you're going to transfer your Ethereum into MetaMask from there. And once you have that, you can now go to the dApp, and you can just go to Ethereum and stake your Ethereum that way. Guys, it's really simple, just with the click of a button. And now you're going to be able to stake NRGY, and you're also going to get your link that you're going to be able to share it with other people and grow the community. And that's how simple it is to get involved with NRGY. So let's see if there's any, let's do some Q&A. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what, you guys on the webinar, I'm going to end the Facebook feed here in just a second, and then we'll do the Q&A here live on the webinar. And by the way, if you need help walking through, getting set up, I'm going to leave this as an open forum webinar, open forum Zoom. And we're going to help people if they have questions get set up. And as they get their questions answered, they get set up, they can drop off of here. But we're going to make sure that we take care of people, and we're just going to kind of have an open forum Zoom after we do our Q&A. So here's what I want you to do. If you're out there watching on Facebook and you say, oh my gosh, I've got to get involved, or you have some questions, what you need to do is get on this Zoom. How are you going to get on this Zoom? Whatever video you're watching on Facebook, scroll down in the comments and there is a link to this very Zoom. Okay. If you're watching this on one of your friends' Facebook feeds and the Zoom link is not in the comments, go to the original video that was shared from. And in the comments of the original video, there is a link to this Zoom. You can get on this Zoom, get your questions answered. If you need help walking through getting signed up, we're here to help you. But at this time, Facebook, guys on the webinar, you guys stick around. But at this time, for you guys on Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and end this feed. I'm going to tell you guys, have a fantastic weekend. Stay energized. And guys, let's go change the world. I will see you guys on Facebook next week. Have a great weekend, Facebook. Bye now. Everybody on the webinar, you guys stick around.